Super Cub at the safekeeping of the Rice World Museum. What's the significance of this motorcycle? It featured in National Geographic. You can read for yourself. This is the Honda that is associated with the concept of Honda Rice in Vietnam. The consequence of IRA, the release of IRA and its descendants. So it was 1960s model Honda Super Cubs that farmers in Vietnam invested in once they had the money. So this motorcycle will stay at Erie, hopefully be cleaned a little before it goes on display. And hence, Sue and I and the boys will always have an attachment with Erie as a result. That's the deed of donation.
This is really great. 1963?
1963. So it's pretty much the release of the IRA.
In 1965, when I was 14 years old, these were coming out into the U.S. market, and you could, and I did, go rent these by the hour and drive around town. You didn't require a driver's license, and you didn't require a helmet. All you needed was $2.50 for an hour to drive this thing around, which I used to do on regular occasions. So the keys, please. This will go on display at the Rice World. I think it's a very, very appropriate donation. I don't think it needs to be cleaned up at all. I think it's appropriate. Maybe get a few grains stuck on the greasy oil there. Sue, I'd like to compliment you on your care for it. Very good. So thank you very much.
How come you're always wearing that hat?
Fashion statement, Dad.
Take off the hat, boy.
Look, he's a beatnik. You go get a haircut.
Right now.
I was afraid this moment would come.
Well, what'll it be, Sonny?
Just a little off the top, sir.
Sure thing. There you go. What do you think?
What the hell did you do to my head?
Oh, that'll be $5, please. And here's the sucker.
Isn't that boy back from the barber yet?
I heard him sneaking around in his bedroom.
Bart! Front and center!
I'll take it off, but you all gotta promise you won't laugh, okay? Promise?
We promise.
So, Modern Family. This is the first Emmy win and second nomination for Gail Mancuso. This is only the second time a woman has won the Emmy for Best Comedy Directing. Yes. Oh my God, this is the happiest night of my life. Not only am I here to celebrate with my modern family, but my real family are here tonight. My loving husband, Brian, thank you so much. I love you so much. My kids, JR and Jeremy and Michelle, they came with me and made an amazing playlist for us to listen in the car. And on the way home, I'm telling you, we're not going to be playing any poker face, only blurred lines. Woo! Couple of shout outs to my favorite teachers. I had an 8th grade teacher, Mr. Bright, who taught me that it wasn't only about English and math, that he taught me about self-confidence. Thank you. And thank you to Mom and Dad for letting me watch all the Hitchcock I ever wanted.
The instructors are amazing. They're top-notch. They treat everybody like family, whether it's the kids or the adults.
Both Professor Hiposo and I, we're helping them achieve their goals. Whatever it is, if it's confidence, self-defense, if it is to be world-class competitors or just a hobbyist, just to have accountability, come in here for weight loss, to give something new and positive in their life.
The kids love it here. Just watching the boys really grow in confidence, at the same time realizing that discipline is required.
He's learning respect, and he's learning some self-defense too, so that's really good.
My oldest one, she was having some trouble in school with some bullying, so we started her for self-confidence. The youngest one's just always been active, and she's never really found her niche, so we figured some martial arts training would help. It's benefited both of them.
You get a lot of fundamentals and you learn a lot about self-defense, and it really helps character and your personality.
They are really great with their kids. They're open, they're honest, they're very easy to talk to.
It keeps you fit, and now I can defend myself if somebody wanted to come up and grab me or fight.
Coach Jim and Professor Riposo are extremely patient. They have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, I'm a kid from Brazil. My black belt experience, 18 years. Practice jiu-jitsu, 8 years, teach classes. It's a good experience for me and for students too.
On the atmosphere, it's very family oriented. No one's competing against each other, everyone helps lift everyone.
Our facility here is the best one on the coast. It's got a sprung floor that is the softest and the safest floor around.
Compared to the gyms I've been to, this is by far one of the cleanest gyms I've been at.
Join us for a class here at American Martial Art Academy, Soul Fighters Golf Course.
Welcome.
American Martial Art Academy in D'Iberville. Call us today to schedule your free class.
According to a recent survey, the number of Americans who say they're eating pretty much whatever they want is at an all-time high, which unfortunately includes too few fruits and vegetables, as well as too little variety. Half of all fruit surveys are taken up by just 6 foods: OJ, bananas, apple juice, apples, grapes, and watermelons. And half of vegetables are made up of iceberg lettuce, frozen potatoes, fresh potatoes, potato chips, and canned tomatoes. Not only are we not eating enough, period, and missing out on the healthiest fruits, berries, and the healthiest vegetables, dark green leafies, the fruit and vegetable palette for our palate is sadly lacking. Why does dietary diversity matter? Because different foods may affect different problems. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are associated with lower risk of colon cancer in the middle and right side of our body, whereas risk of colon cancer further down on the left side of our body appears to be better lowered by carrots, pumpkins, and apples. So different fruits and vegetables may confer different risks for cancer of different parts of even the same organ. Variety is the spice of life and may prolong it. Independent of quantity, variety in fruit and vegetable consumption may decrease lung cancer risk, meaning if 2 people eating the same number of fruits and vegetables, the one eating a greater variety may be at lower risk. And it's not just cancer. In a study of thousands of men and women, a greater quantity of vegetables and a greater variety may independently be beneficial for reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Even after removing the effects of quantity, each different additional 2 items per week increase in variety of fruit and vegetable intake was associated with an 8% reduction in incidence of diabetes. Why? Well, it may be attributable to individual or combined effects of the many different bioactive compounds contained in fruits and vegetables. Thus, consuming a wide variety will increase the likelihood of consuming more of them. All the vegetables may offer protection against chronic diseases, but each vegetable group contains a unique combination of these phytonutrients, distinguishing them from other groups. Because each vegetable contains a unique combination, a greater diversity of vegetables should be eaten to get all the health benefits. Does it matter, though, if we get alpha-carotene or beta-carotene? Isn't an antioxidant an antioxidant? No, it's been shown that phytochemicals bind to specific receptors and proteins in our bodies. For example, there appears to be a green tea receptor in our body, a receptor for EGCG, a key component of green tea. There are binding proteins for the phytonutrients in grapes, onions, and capers. I've talked about the broccoli receptor already. Recently, a cell surface receptor was identified for a nutrient concentrated in apple peels. And importantly, these target proteins are considered indispensable for these plant foods to do what they do, but they can only do it if we actually eat them. Just like it's better to eat a whole orange than just to take a vitamin C pill, because otherwise you'd miss out on all the other wonderful things in oranges that aren't in the pill. By also eating a different fruit like an apple, we won't miss out on all the wonderful things in apples that aren't in the orange. When it comes to the unique phytonutrient profile of each fruit and vegetable, it's like comparing apples to oranges.